What's going on, guys? Yeah, you call me damage on the tube. I got my own damage to show you today. I'm Sarge Mayhem. Welcome back to the Swamp Deck. This damage is going to be damage on the range and not to your wallet. How are we going to do it? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Let's roll this intro and get into it. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the Swamp Deck. I told you I'd be able to help you slay on the range without slaying your wallet. That's right, no damage to the wallet, only damage to the range, target on the range. Because you will not miss with this if you do it correctly. This gun is going to help you get into the ported comp, whatever game. Everybody wants a comp, everybody wants ports, of course, because they work well. So why would you not? Just like everybody wants an optic. If you don't want an optic, why don't you want an optic? That helps. That's dumb. That's like driving a car and be like, do you want a spare tire? Do you not want a spare tire? Of course I want a spare tire. If you don't want a spare tire, then that's kind of dumb. Nonetheless, I work at a gun store and I bought the whole, the gun all started with a combat armory. I think is what it's called, combat armory. At the very least, it's made in the US. It was the complete gun, barrel, everything, internals, everything. It was ready to fire right there. Just load up the mag, send the rounds. But I think I got that for like $250, $275. Let's say $250 to make math a little bit easier. $250. Actually, we'll push it up. $300 bucks. Tax, the background check, whatever. $300. Okay. Brownell slide. I looked at one today for my Gen 4 because I'm also going to build that one up now that I did this one. Gen 4, it was $199. I think you can get this Gen 3 for a little bit cheaper, but Gen 4 was $199 with the RMR cut and the window cut, because that's also what I wanted because we're trying to get in that port or comp game. So nonetheless, I got that. Then I got the barrel. This is a Glock 19 a Glock 19 barrel ported with a really good crown on it. I like how it doesn't extend past. Usually you see them extend a little bit past the slide. This is nice and flush. I really like the aesthetics of that, but here's the other thing with this guy. For 60 bucks, I got a ported barrel. So it's really hard to see, and that's why you should have a flashlight like I do. But you can actually see the ports in there, and so far for 60 bucks with a ported barrel, you're talking about 250 bucks for a slide and ported barrel if you have your own internals already. That's a pretty good deal. It has been running very well. Now, I did say that it was RMR cut for the slide. This is not any kind of RMR or Trigicon or a SRO. Very similar, but it's not. This is the Swamp Fox. This is Swamp Fox Justice 2. I've really been playing more with Swamp Fox stuff for the budget aspect of it. I'm still kind of learning their quality control and all of that. So far, it's been doing pretty good. I'm iffy on their LPBOs. Their red dots and shit have been very well made. I like them a lot. So now we have that. That's another $220. So you're, what, $560, $220. Now you're at $780. Flashlight you don't need. It was just laying around, and honestly, it doesn't even work. It was just there. So when I wanted to run some outside the waistband drills, it goes into my omnivore holster, and I can run my drills. That's the only reason why it's on there. That's the only reason why I still have it, because it doesn't work. It works on this guy. Also helps with some of that weight in the front. Also helps with my SIRT pistol back here that you can't see. I've been playing with this shot timer. We're going to be doing a video up here soon learning about that. and another shot timer that I got coming in that I can't believe that I did that, but I did it. So we're also going to be adding on the Mantis. So the Mantis has a feature apparently that I'm learning about. It seems to be pretty legit, and we're going to be able to compare the stock barrel that I'll throw back in this and how much the muzzle rises versus the ported. Not only that, we're going to be able to see versus this gun, which is you're talking about under $800, and you have a really good gun, and it's freaking like, it's pretty smooth for being that cheap. This thing is actually really cool. You can get other frames from Brownells. You don't need this frame, but I just went with this one because it was easy. Everything, all the parts were there. I didn't have to get any other parts or anything. So this is stage one of the cheapest I can go for a decent, we're going to find out decent, build to try and get into the ported game and all that. Okay. Have I ever ran ported guns? Yes, I have. Only D's Gaines, Jay Weth, Gamage, Dalton, those guys, those are the only ported gun, Black Arms, those are the only ported guns I've ever ran. I've never owned one. This is my first ported gun. This is stage one. We're going to run, we got about 250 rounds through it. We're going to run another 250, get it to 500. And then we're going to start looking at what are we going to improve first. One of the things that I'm like, dude, I kind of want to keep this the way it is. And the first thing, most people are going to be like, oh, the guide rod, recoil spring, this, do this, do this. I'm not going to lie to you. My first thing is, let's go ahead and change out that trigger shoe with the Rangerproof, because their trigger shoes are top notch, and especially the Beck's F3. Now, do I own any kind of comp gun, ported gun other than that? Yes, I do. And we're going to be comparing it to this guy. This is the 43X. It has that Parker Mountain Machine comp on it. It does also have a Rangerproof in it. It has a Holosun on top. This Magwell. The Rangerproof in there is part of Johnny Glock. It's a whole trigger pack that I got to do. Makes the trigger squeeze so much better. Oh, so good. Oh, man. That is so nice. So this has been built up, and I show people how they can slowly build up to this guy, which is still not that built up. People have more stuff into theirs, but I'm frugal. I'm a frugal guy. I'll let you know, 780 bucks or less, maybe, depending, at least $780, I would say, just guess off of that, and you can build your own one of these. Now, we're still testing it. Like I said, we got 250 rounds through it. We need another 250 before we make any changes at all. And we're also going to put the Mantis system and put the regular barrel in it and this barrel, and the Mantis will allow us to see how much muzzle flip we get and the difference between the two, so we will be able to go to the lab and test it out. Can't wait for that to happen. We're going to be doing that here soon. Don't stop shooting, don't stop training, don't stop building, don't stop getting better. I'm Sarge Mayhem, and for now, from the Swamp Deck, I am out of here.